So in this video, we're out the night before the storm. It is a Saturday night. The storm is supposed to hit the UK tomorrow afternoon, it will be a Sunday, and there's no way I can get out camping Sunday night to enjoy the storm because we do have work Monday morning. Oh, everywhere is so swampy at the moment. I broke my ankle already. Wow, my bag is quite heavy. I am in the hammock tonight. The reason why I'm in the hammock is because I'm going to be doing a lot of tent camping over the next couple of months. So I thought for people who enjoy me using hammocks, so you can swap hands, that'll be alright. Want to see me using hammocks, this is a good opportunity. So I've got a lot of weight, a lot of food in my Tesco's bag. Yeah, right, let's get to camp. Now we can clearly get out of the sun shining on the camera. And can I just say, I appreciate everybody who subscribed in the past and especially over this week. Wow, you guys just keep coming and hitting that subscribe button to my channel, what I am truly grateful for. We may not get to 100,000 before Christmas, but shortly after Christmas I think we'll do well. We should get there with a bit of luck. I will be pushing the videos out quite regular, so we'll give it a good push to Christmas, but it'll be what it will be. It will be what it will be. What I'm looking for is my tarp. Now I know I put the tarp pretty high up in the rucksack, so I'll get this set up first just in case the rain does decide to come a little bit earlier. Yeah, because like I said in the beginning of this video, we're heading into the storm early in the morning. The problem is I need to be off for about 7 o'clock, so the storm is meant to hit about 8 o'clock, but I'm leaving with intentions of making another video to do with the storm. So yeah, I will be leaving very early in the morning. So most of my equipment, what I'm using tonight, is the onewind setup. Now once it's all set up, I'll bring you back and I'll show you it. I started doing that, you know, wrapping them, the cord round at the bottom of the onewind tarps. It's like bungee cord here. So I start doing that now, and I don't have to sit here for hours on end untangling everything. Good tip that. Well, this is the main thing I'm looking at, paracord to wrap around the trees. So what I've decided to do is, if this storm hits any earlier than it's meant to do through the night, the wind's meant to pick up through the night and get really bad about 8 o'clock in the morning, like I say. I brought out these extremely long pegs so they can dig deeper into the ground to get more of a grip. So we just need to work out where I'm going to be putting it now. So I'm just setting up my hammock. You can see I've got my tarp up, and I remember someone asked me about my tree hugs last time. So you get a loop on the one end of it like that, and then when it's round the tree you need to just push it through like that, and obviously you bring that through to the thickness of your tree. Now you do get daisy chain ones, so every so often, I think it's about 5 inch, you get a loop and then another one, another one. You can get them with 5 or 6 hoops on it. They're the daisy chain ones. Then you can get some with about 12, so they're pretty decent. So if you're further away from the trees than you would like to be, you've got all the different settings to hang your hammock how you like it. But the thing with the Woodland, it has this buckle on it. So this is the hammock here, and it's got this like buckle idea, and what this does is when there's pressure down on it, it pulls this part here down onto it, what grips very well. And just get it done for you, you'll see exactly what I mean. So it goes like that. So it goes over the bar what pushes down and then under it. And then what that'll do is when you're in your hammock, so it doesn't slip, because the weight of you is pushing down on this buckle part here, and that stops your hammock from slipping. But what's the best thing is, like I said, if your trees are too far apart, you can just adjust that as much as you want, and then when your hammock's right, you can just leave it. And then once you go in your hammock, it causes that to push down on the strap itself, and then it won't move at all. So I'll set it up and I'll show you once it's in place. See how simple that was? That was just me pulling on the strap itself, where the hammock was low, and as I was pulling it, it was raising the hammock up. That's how easy it is. And what you should aim to do is have your hammock at least so far under the tarp, because the water, if it rains, will come down here, and then if you leave this like this, the water will travel down then to the floor. Maybe it might go onto the buckle, and it can just drip from the buckle. And then when you got this side here, it should be the same, a decent space under the tarp, like so. Once again, you can keep that hanging down if you want to the floor, or you could just put this up here and just wrap it around the tree one more time, so then all the water should hopefully run off the buckle. I can't guarantee some won't go down the hammock material there, but it's a way of making it less room to travel by putting it up to a tree like this. So if you've not hammock camped before, other things you do need to do is get a really good quilt or sleeping bag for the hammock. I'll show you that in a bit. This one is my under blanket. So what this does is it then goes under the hammock, it gives a 5 centimetre gap, and that builds up a pocket of air, so you don't get that cold patch on the bottom of your back or your bum area through the night, in the colder nights. Now I do know people use under quilts, under blankets for even through the summertime, I know that, and they just don't use anything else within the hammock. But yeah, this is probably a good thing to get as well. And then I think you can see that on the picture, this is a hammock quilt, so it's not a sleeping bag, don't have a hood out, it clips behind you. I'll get it all set up and then I'll let you have a better look. Right, so I'm going to show you the full setup that I've done now, and it is the full Woodland hammock setup, from the tarp to the hammock, the under blanket, the quilt. I've got a couple of other little bits as well, but I'll show you that in a bit. Let's get straight into it. Let me show you. So you've already seen the hammock, the under blanket, under blanket. It's already fluffing up. It's a down, I think it's a goose down actually. Under blanket there, puffing up very nicely around my hammock and everything. That big lump there is my pillow, what's inside here. So let's go to the inside. So we have the hammock quilt. Once again, it's a down one. It's starting to loft up very well now. I didn't realise it's got a little pocket there for a phone or something. But yeah, that clips around the back here with this clip here. And then there's another one there. So them two go together to clip round you. I don't like it like that. It's got the foot box down here where you just pull it to. And you can clip it together with these two clips. Doing it by hand is a nightmare, isn't it? There we go, we've got one. We've got two. You just pull it together and it makes the foot box there to keep your feet warmer. You can have that out so it's just like a square quilt, it's up to you. And then my pillow is the climate inflatable pillow, what's there, and then my climate pillow, what is there. Change camping that did for me. Makes my sleeping a lot better in a tent or a hammock. I'll keep that wrapped up there. But yeah, so everything now is set up. It's got a nice neck baffle here. So if you want it round you, you can just pull that bungee cord there and you can have it round you and trap the air in if that's what you want. It's got a giant nappy. Giant nappy. All you do is you can keep like your phone, keys, your battery packs, all you want in that. Yeah, it's a bugger for getting caught there. Right, I better just leave that trap and sort it out in a minute. There we go, that one's moving up. But yeah, that is the full hammock setup. You can pull the hammock out if you want like that with this cord here and it just stops it swinging. But I think when you're in a hammock like that, it's nice, that little bit of swerving side to side. So we are out pretty early, like I said, because just in case the storm does come earlier through the night, I don't want to be out when it's dark, cooking away, doing my tea. I want to do everything we've got natural daylight, because using the lights, it's quite hard, and then the quality of the video changes. I've seen quite a lot on my videos. I don't ever get this with Woodland. This is one thing I've always said to them. They have Woodland there with a logo and then Woodland next to it. I have never understood that. Just have that logo there. Just make it bigger. We know what it is. We don't need it twice. Get rid of that. Just make that logo bigger somewhere down there. You can pull it out if you're, you know, unsure of the wind. And then what you can do is you can fold these corners up to it there. And it makes like a different sort of pattern. And also what you can do with tarp is, if you have it low down, you can fold the sides round. And it makes like just like a rooftop. You know, imagine your house or your next door neighbour's roof shape. You can do that with that as well. So that is, here's a good tarp. Now anything you see here, I do have a discount code, EWM23. I'll put it here for you. You save money if you buy any of this equipment, and I build up credit with them. And every time I want something new from Woodland, I just go to the website, see what credit I've got built up, and I put that towards what I want. But yeah, I know a lot of people have been using my codes already, so that's good to show. But I am, you know, saving people money along the way. Now when I says we are out camping, we do have Oscar outdoors in his normal hammock spot. He used to go mental if we used them trees. And I used to go from here to, let's say, I think it was this tree actually there. But since camping alone, especially over on the Withering Heights or whatever it was, Withering Heights, by myself in tent, I realised, but being by myself, it's a lot, I don't know, there's just something about it being more, what would you say that word is?
Solitary?
Yeah, solitary. Plus he snores like a pig, so the distance is not to do with me wanting to be by myself. You know, you can see the distance. I'm there and Scott is there, so you can see the distance. Hopefully it cuts down the noise of him snoring. But yeah, he's in his homemade hammock setup, what he designed himself. I'm sure if you go to his channel, it'll all be there for you to see. It's like a woman's what do you call it that, innit? You know, washing line, little bits and bats on it. Or gentlemen's. I'm not knocking a woman for having a wash line, it could be a gentleman as well. But yeah, you'll see all this on his channel. He's designed something that looks a bit like the Snug Pack cocoon there, I do believe. That looks of that. But yeah, black and orange. It's good for America, that, you know, with hunting and stuff. They wear bright orange colours, don't they, so they can be seen by other hunters. Yeah, so they'll get shot in the back of the head thinking they're a bear or something. But anyway, but yeah, that's his setup. He's doing some sort of cooking here. He's cremated something in his pan already.
It's always cremated.
Yeah, applesauce, mustard, whatever, tortilla wraps. Anyway, I won't spoil it too much what he's cooking away. I'm gonna go get my dinner on go because I am seriously hungry. Now I won't plan on coming back to this woodland for quite a long time, but like I say, hammock camping, I'm going to be doing a lot of tent camping. If you subscribe to the channel, I've had a lot of subscribers over this week, it's been unbelievable. Yeah, if you subscribe to the channel, if not, why not is the question. If not, why not? You probably see me saying we're going to do a lot of the Wainwright walks and Scotland and stuff, so I will be in a tent. I purposely brought a tent for that. A really expensive, £500 it cost, and a lot of comments saying, oh yeah, now you're saying, but you know, you're buying it when you're truly sending it to you. I ain't got time for people like that. If they don't believe what I say on videos, they don't need to be on the channel. That's why I say. So hammock camping, you know, I don't know the next time I'll probably use a hammock on the channel. That's why I wanted to do it this time. Like I say, we still have hot tents to do, so we'll be getting them hot tents out. I've just got to burn in a couple of stoves, the first burn, so I've got to remember to do that before using them in a tent. Basically, hot tent stoves is, if you're using it for the first time, it's always best at home just to stick it in your garden, have the first burn, and any chemicals, bits of oils from the manufacturers, what they may use, you don't want that in the tent, and then it's bringing out all the fumes in there. And I will be getting my Russian bear hot tent out as well again soon, so I'm looking forward to using that. But anyway, let's get cooking. I do believe it's time to get cooking. Right, so we will be cooking tonight on this firebox skillet and casserole dish. People have been asking where's the videos on this, so this is my firebox stove. So what we'll do is, when we get the fire going, first of all I'm going to cook a little bit of food on here just to put me onto later on, and then we'll have this going, put what I've got in there, put the lid on like that, and slowly let it cook away till it's ready to cook. So first thing is, I need to get my stove going. Right, so for starters, we're going to be having some of these pork sausages. I think these are, yeah, they're from Asda. It says Asda there, duh. AS pork sausages. I'm sure that means Asda anyway, doesn't it? And then we're going to be doing some back bacon rations. And we're going to be cooking all this on here. But first of all, I do need to get a fire going. Now, I'm not going to start rummaging around trying to rescue every last bit of dry wood, because we're not going to find any of it. So I do have some chunks of wood here, what we're just going to build the fire up with, like this. So we'll get this going, get it burnt down a bit, and then we'll start cooking away. First I need a few little bits what I know are going to burn quicker, like that. See how this is all broken away. That'll set fire pretty quick. Maybe take one of these out. I think that is a bit too big actually. There we go, and we'll get this going. I was just talking to Scott then. There's becoming a massive problem with this sort of stuff on YouTube now, camping. Views are dying. We're going back down to pre-COVID times. And there's a lot of competition out there, and what I mean by that is people are in competition with each other on YouTube on view numbers, subscriber numbers and stuff like that, and it is quite pathetic, to be fair. Many times people have commented saying, oh, you know, he's getting more views and he's getting more views, or they're getting more views, and it's just like, it's not getting more views than me, it's the person. I'm not going to say any names, but he said, what can I do? He said, because, you know, everybody else who's just got into camping are getting a load of views and I'm getting a couple of each video. And I tried to explain to him, but go on your own journey with YouTube. Don't follow on other people's journeys, because doing that, you just start thinking about what other people are doing and rubbish like that. And if someone's, you know, got the same type of thumbnail pictures you, just remember there's only so many thumbnail pictures you can do with tents, hammocks and equipment like that. It's not like you can be something out of the different, if you get what I mean. So it's just becoming like a competition on YouTube now, and it is a little bit sickening really, because people whinge about other people's thumbnails and stuff like that as well. It's your journey, just go on your own path, don't worry about it. If I had to worry about it, the amount of times that people have banged onto me for stuff, I'd be in a nervous wreck by now. I'd be a mental one, because it can get very bad. You just got to plod along. If you know what I mean by that, give the video a massive thumbs up, if you don't mind. So no magic ways today, people. We're just going to start the stove nice and easy with these firelighters. Let it burn a little bit. Then we'll just drop it in. See if we can move this here, see if it'll drop down. Once this dry wood gets going, it'll be absolutely perfect. I wonder if I've got a bit I can push it down in with. There we go. Really want that to fall to the bottom really, don't we? You know, so it gets right down there. There we go. This will burn fantastic. Yeah, if you're one of the new subscribers who've not seen this sort of stove, it's a firebox stove. If you go to Google, put in firebox stove, they do pop up. You can get bushbox stoves as well with them, not just firebox. There's the cheap ones available on Amazon, eBay and all that sort of places. You don't have to spend the money on the expensive stuff. There we go, we'll just leave that to burn for a bit. Now I know somebody will ask me, I'm not bothered about the little table heating up. This has been going for about 10 minutes. The table is cold, just the heat coming off the stove here. What made me move my hands pretty quick. Oh, I forgot the bloody bread. Always something, isn't there? Right, let's get the sausages on. And when the sausage is cooking, then we will add the bacon. There we go, we had a nice hiss there, didn't we? So I'm just going to add a couple of pieces of bacon on the back there. Bacon normally lets out a little bit of salty water, doesn't it? So it may help with the sausages from sticking. There we go. They're actually cooking pretty good, aren't they? Wow, just love bacon. So I was meant to bring tea cakes and some brown sauce. Totally forgot them. I remembered to get everything else out of the fridge, and when I put it in the bag, I do remember I thought battery pack. Went in room, tried to find my battery pack, came out, and I must have just set straight off. Well, I did set straight off, not must have done. And totally forgot the rest, but I'm not bothered because this is just a little snack to put me on to later on when we do cook the main meal. I think the stove needs a little bit more wood in it. Let's go find some. Right, it's died down now, that, didn't it? That won't take long to relight itself. And for the eagle-eyed people, I'm wearing trainers. I've had so many comments previously in videos about wearing trainers camping. I didn't know it was a fashion parade. End it there. Once you feel comfortable, you're wearing what's on your feet, what you're sleeping in, that's up to you. I wear heavy work boots all week, so just to get out, have trainers on, and just enjoy what I do. That's my choice at the end of the day. If I was hiking up in a few fells like I'm going to be doing, I will have proper walking shoes or walking boots on then. But just videos like this, just trainers, old trainers. So if they get muddy, they get wet, it's not a big issue. It really isn't. I can just throw them in, wash and use them again. But yeah, I can't believe the amount of comments I've had. How can you call yourself a wild camper with all your subscribers and you're wearing trainers? That's what I want to do. Right, so my bacon is done. Yeah, I've eaten quite a few of the sausages already, but it's only a snack in it. I do need to try and get some of that off there, really. Yeah, we'll have to just clean all this when it's cooled down, I think, and then re-season it for next time. Right, I'm going to take this off, and then I just need to add the pegs on here because, well, pot holders. So I want to boil myself some water for a drink. So what you can do with these pegs, you can put them through here, so the pot holder's a lot closer down. I'm just going to fill this up. I'm going to make a coffee. Well, I'm going to stick a little bit more wood in it just to give it more of a flame and heat. Crazy thing is, you know, I had this firebox stove for such a long time, and then I got into using the bushbox stove, and I realised the firebox stove had a lot more to offer. So that's why I brought all these cast iron dishes, because there's a number of things you can do with it. You can cook a crumble in these as well, a casserole, a stew, sort of different things like that as well. It's not all just to do with like storing your food in once you cooked it in smaller ones. You can do a lot in it, like this one later. I want to be using this to cook my main meal in. Now, as I'm doing this video, it's not hard to do this. No. Yeah, you have to buy the equipment, but it's not hard to get up and get outdoors. What I want to say is be that person. Get up, get outdoors, and just do it. It's not hard work. This is very easy. Yeah, I've probably learnt a lot while I'm going along the years doing this, but it's very, very easy. If I'm cooking like a bigger meal, then there's a lot more stuff to work out. If you're cooking like meat, veg, potatoes and stuff, you have to worry about different times of cooking. But just doing it simple like this, it's very easy. Just be that person. I know I've said it a lot, and a lot of people have got up and got outdoors, but just please think about over at winter time. We're in autumn now, we're coming in, and then it'll be winter and then spring. Just think about it, you know, coming into spring, about getting up and getting outdoors. So I just thought I'd show you this little bit of equipment. It's from Tom Shoe, and it's a lightweight pot grip. So when I put the cup on here, I said to Scott, I'm going to get that off without burning myself. And then Scott passed me this. You can get them off Amazon. I will share a link in the description if I remember. So just say if it's a bit hot, just do that. And just as long as you squeeze it right, you can just pick your cup off your stove like that. And I don't think it's just for that. I think you could use it for pans and stuff like that if you lose the handles. So I'm gonna definitely order myself one of them. You can get them as well where there's a pin here, and it's got like a little block weight there, and then once you've used your gas canisters, you just push it down, it pierces the gas canisters. So if you're someone who takes your gas canisters to recycle plants, they won't recycle them if they're not pierced. So one of these come with that piercement there, but this one, just as it is, very handy. Like I say, you can just take your water off, grips it very well like that. But you can use it for anything hot, pan wise or cup. I like the idea of that. Not long now till the sun sets and darkness will come upon us, and that's when you spend a lot of your time in the autumn months laying in your hammocks or your tents and just relaxing as the night goes by. Just taking a little walk around this small woodland. I remember Vegan Dan being there, and we had a load of snow the day before all over farm fields there, all over this woodland, big farm field up there. And anyway, through the night it rained, and obviously it all melted, and the stream there burst its bank, and the stream must have been, I'm saying, about here, so it's quite a distance from the fence what's there. And Vegan Dan were laying in his tent, and we had to wake him up. I think it was about 5 o'clock in the morning. His tent was flooded. And he didn't believe us. And your tent's flooded. Anyway, he got up and he was like, damn! But yeah, Scott was where he was. We're getting close to his tent. Hammock, sorry. My hammock were there. And I could see it. I just, through the night, I was like, I'm sure that's starting to change. And when daylight slowly started to come, it was still dark at the time when I got out to have a look. And in Dan's tent, it was completely underwater. That was funny, that. That's a memory that's always going to stay in my head. And Bushman Mick, he used to camp down there as well, in his tent. But yeah, me and Scott was saying it's got a right weird smell down here. Smell of like weed and, what did you say it was?
Oh, garlic. A bit of a mix in it.
Yeah, a bit of a weed and wild garlic smell. That right funky smell. But this spot here would be nice for a little tent as well. Let's turn you around. Nice little spot there, isn't there? To get like a bivvy bag in maybe. And you probably could get another small tent in there, a little bit of stealth camping. Be careful at stream what does run just beyond there. Plenty of firewood. See my smoke in this direction here from my stove. It's not a massive woodland. Yeah, it's not massive at all. Which way am I going here? But it does what it does. I'm just not willing. Let me clean my lens a little bit. Yeah, I would say that's a bit better now. It's more clear in it. It looked quite fogged up, didn't it? Yeah, what I'm saying is I'm not willing to tie myself down to, let's say, like a lease for this bit of woodland for over a year, because I don't know how many times I'm going to be here now. I don't want to be paying for something every month if I'm not using it. If you're one of my new followers, basically this woodland is private owned, and it was a case of he wanted me to start paying to use this woodland to camping, until I made my mind up to start tackling some of these fells and places like that and travel to Scotland and places for camping. I would have done it, but I just don't feel like paying monthly for something that I may not use for months on end. It's a silly thing to do. You can let me know about what you'd do in comments as well if you don't mind. I just don't feel like it's a sensible thing to do. I'll just be wasting money. I do that enough on buying equipment. But yeah, it's not very big, this little bit of woodland, but there's quite a few little camp spots. Like this is another one here. You could turn this to a little camp spot if you want to do. Clear all that away. You could get rid of all this. Something's happened there. All that's fallen down. Yeah. Could turn this to a little spot if you wanted to do. There's one or two decent areas. But the problem is, a lot of kids come down here and they have the little parties with the gas bottles and stuff and completely wreck the area. And then the landowner, you know, he sort of gets fed up of it after a while, like anybody would. That's why it's getting harder to get permission to camp in Woodland these days, because the landowners just know what's going to happen. If somebody sees somebody there, they'll think it's a free place to go, and it causes issues. And I'm not available every night to come monitoring the place and to check it out and see who's there every night. But this one in here, this is a nice spot here. We've had a few hammocks up in here in the past. From that tree to that tree there. It's a nice spot, it's just not worth doing it what he's asking for. Mixture of trees as well. Different kinds of trees. Small trees, big trees. Right, so I've got the casserole dish warming up now, so we're going to cook the final meal of the evening. We've got here a Chinese style chicken stir fry frying kit. So you get like chicken, red tomatoes, onions and stuff like that, but I just didn't get that to go with it. Then I got this one as well, so you get carrots. Is that mango? I don't know what that is. Have a look. Oh, yeah, you get rolled up carrots. Is it? Yeah. Carrots, green beans, bit of this green stuff, red onion, bit of broccoli. So we'll get all that mixed in. But to start it off with, I did get some of this sauce stuff. Now, I think I should have got the same, but I might have got chow mein stir fry sauce. So I'm gonna need to think about doing this and letting it cook for a while because of the meat. We do get some sauce in it there. Soy and rice wine. Ooh, bit of wine. Right, so I'm gonna at least get the chicken in. So I'm going to let that boil away. If you see this here, sorry, see Mr. Fox? See him here? I'm sure you can see him just. He knows every time we're doing something to come round. Just a bit at a time, let's not scare him. I hope you can see him on camera. Yeah, he's just going behind trees now. I threw some of them sausages there. He's right at the top. Right, let's go back to dinner. Mr. Fox, he knows when we're here. Every time he knows when we're here. He can smell the good food. So he knows he's going to be coming around tonight. Yeah, that's boiling fantastic, that. Let's just get you down again. There we go. I love seeing Mr. Fox. He's sort of like as a pet that we brought up for years. Yeah, I'm just going to let that simmer away and cook the chicken. Let's put the lid on top. If I can find the handle for that. Here we are. So definitely don't want to be burning myself, do I? Yeah, I've done that wrong. There we go. We'll leave that to cook away. Mr. Fox is back. It's just there. Tell you what, he's a brave one. See how close he is. Looks like my tarp scared him a bit then. Spooked him. Right, so my chicken is cooked. I just want to add a few more bits to it first. Like the veg. Let's pour it in instead of using my fingers. And then we'll stick this other stuff as well in it. Some broccoli, some peas, carrots. Well, peas in the pod, whatever this green stuff is. Red onion. Stick all that in it. And then we'll put the other pouch of sauce on top. Like so. And then we'll just stick the stuff what came with it. A few extra flavours won't hurt. There we go. Yeah, I'm not going to sit here trying to mix it because it's definitely not just going to mix, is it? No. This is going to be a nightmare of a job if I try to do this. I'm always losing my carrots. Right, stick it back on her. Get a little bit more. I think there's plenty of heat there actually. And then we'll stick the top on. Completely out of shot there, but it is what it is, isn't it? We'll just leave that to cook for a bit. Right, so I've gone with Scott's way of setup as well. He's closed the bottoms in, well, the side of the tarp like this. So instead of it being open, you can actually just pull it across. You got to move your guidelines out to the second point in, and then you can close it like that. I'll just get outside and show it better. Yeah, so it looks like that now. So earlier when I said it's like a rooftop design, instead of it coming, you know, obviously down this way like a roof would, it's on the other tilt of it, let's say. But yeah, my cord to pull out with there, that corner, but you just move it in one, peg that out, and then you just, the one what's loose, pull it in and attach it from here to the corner of your second one. So obviously this is your first one, that's your second one over there. And then it just does that. If I just move my hammock over a little bit like that, then I probably could get it a little bit more so it closes up like that. But I want a bit of airflow through the night as well. They're new tarps. I don't know if Scott's got it. Has your tarp got this reflective strip on it? No. Yeah, so the older ones has got this reflective strip around it. Scott's one down there, you can tell it don't, because if it did, like from a distance you can see that, you can see the reflective strip. With Scott's one down there, you'd see it. So Scott's is a newer model, mine's the older model, but I think everything's the same, they just removed that strip. I still think they do need to get rid of this sign here, the one wind here. Just keep that one, or just make it bigger, you know, one at corners. Just get rid of it, you don't need to see one wind, one wind. We know what it is. Oh yes, look at that. That is going beautiful. So we're both having a few drinks tonight. I've got some of these Jack Daniels with Coke, and I've got some of the, I think it's Aldi copycat ones. Yeah, Jack Daniels and Coke, very nice. I've just got some of the Dead Man Finger spice rum, it's called, and that's got Coke in it as well, so that's not too bad. That's a nice flavour. I'm not a massive drinker, but these just seem to be enough. A couple of these when I'm out camping, just a couple enough. I won't drink if I buy myself. It's on with Scott, so you know, safety in numbers. When you buy yourself, last thing you want to do is get absolutely blathered, and then if fault happens, you're obviously not thinking straight, and then everything just goes through the roof. Mine goes crazy. So I only really drink if I'm around other people. Like last weekend when I was with Adam, Paul, my mate Keith, and other two lads, we had a few drinks then. But I don't intend to show it on camera either too much. Like I know a YouTuber who smokes, but he won't smoke on camera. She said it paints a bad picture of him smoking. Would we say that's the same with drinking on camera? I know a lot of YouTubers who do outdoor camping like this do have a lot to drink when they're out camping, but do you think it makes the person look as a bad influence, let's say, if you smoke and drink whilst you record a video? Off camera makes no difference, but on camera I'm on about. Let me know your thoughts about that. I think I've only got about another 10 minutes and tea is going to be ready, but it is starting to become dark now, so it'll be time in about 2 hours something to hit the sack and just relax in there and probably watch Formula 1 later on tonight. That is on this evening. Right, so I do believe tea is done. Just the smell is fantastic. Nice chunks of chicken there. What we'll do is, I'm not going to waste the heat of the stove, so I'm just going to put this back on for a bit. Right, time to try my dinner. Chicken is so soft, nice to eat. I do want to have a big piece of broccoli somewhere in here. Yeah, we got it. We got it. It's not as good as it looked when it went in. Sorry about that. Not bad manners there. That might be the one actually. Everything just tastes so good, especially the chicken. We have a lot of gravy left afterwards, or whatever you call that stuff, sauce, gravy. Got a bit of a mixture as well, didn't it? This cast iron firebox casserole dish sort of opens the doors to easier cooking like this, because You've seen it yourself. I stuck the chicken in with a bit of that sauce, and I put a little bit of water in it, and then we just left it to boil for about 20 minutes. Then started adding the veg, and then chuck the other sauce in, and then a little bit more water on top of that, just to stop it going so thick. And then, well, now it's all cooked lovely. Look at that. Fantastic. A lot of goodness, a lot of veg. Very nice. Be that person, people. Get up, get outdoors and get this done. You'll absolutely love it. So just chilling out now, eating my dinner, enjoying the bush box stove burning away the last bit of wood. Only another week and the darker nights come back, so getting set up about 4 or 5 o'clock will be a must, unless you're hot tent camping, like I do plan on doing quite a bit over the winter time. You can set your hot tent up and then get your stove going, and it warms inside the tent pretty quick, and then if you have enough fuel, your toasty warm through the night, and then you can cook nice meals, plenty of warm drinks and stuff like that. So I am looking forward to bringing the hot tent camping to the channel within the next couple of weeks. I just need to burn in some of the stoves first. What it's recommended you do it away from the hot tent, so you don't do it while you're using it in your tent, like I was on about early on in the video. So I will bring them stoves to the channel and show you them as well before we use them, probably when I do the first burn on them. Look how much that's glowing now, eh? It's lighting up the woodland floor perfectly. Well people, it's must be 9:45 now. I finished messing around getting in my hammock. Yeah, quite good evening. Once I have cooked my tea, it was more like relaxation mode. Bit of a fire in the firebox stove, and then just a bit of a chat, talk about channels and other plans, what I have for my channel and stuff. Scott has plans for his, and you know, just general chat really. I know it don't mean much to everybody else, but to me and Scott it did. Well, we've only got about 9 hours before the wind and the rain comes from storm, whatever it's going to be. I can't remember the name now. Abby, maybe, something like that. But yeah, we're definitely heading into the storm, and I do need to be out before the storm kicks in. I need to be elsewhere doing another video, so I'm going to get off to sleep now. So I'll see you guys in the morning. Thanks for watching, and once again, thank you very much to everybody who has subscribed to the channel. It really means a lot to me. Good night everyone. Well, good morning people. It is actually 5 to 8. I didn't sleep too well through the night. I normally don't sleep well in hammocks, but I was comfortable and I was warm. I think that's the main thing. I finally got to sleep about 4 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, like I say, it's 8 o'clock now, so I've had about 4 hours sleep, that's it. The issue is I want to get moving before this rain starts bad, because like I say, we are going into that storm right now. The wind has picked up a little bit. I've noticed that, But yeah, we've got about half an hour before it starts, and like I say, I've got to get this down, pop home, pick another item up, get to another location, and get that sorted for this weather, what is coming in. But for now, I need to sort all this stuff out. Let's see if I can do it before the rain starts. I'll just quickly show you outside. Yeah, so it's a very, very grey morning. It's we have got a bit of wind going on. Tell by the tarps moving around. Some of the trees are doing it there. So it is picking up very slowly. Yeah, I'm not bothered about the wind. It's packing your stuff away when it's absolutely wet through is a nightmare. It's part of camping, I get that. But end of the day, get it all packed away, get it all done. I can get back and get some of the video sorted. So let's see if we can do this before rain starts. Let's see how well. Yeah, the weather people are good. I just felt the rain a little bit.
The weather gods.
Yeah, the weather gods are doing it. Right, let's see how far we get before it absolutely comes down then, eh? That's probably the best way to do it. Right then, that is me packed away. And I'm just going to be honest, I just stuffed it all in my rucksack. Do no messing around. So when I get home, I can do what I need to do, get back home again, and then sort through this bag. But yeah, it's just starting to rain, you can start feeling it. The UK is going to get a beating today from the wind and rain. So hopefully I can get this video uploaded for you guys to watch it. Let me know what you think in the comments below, please. If you like what you see, you can please press here by subscribing to the channel. And hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Oh yeah, and leave no trace. Very important.